To kick it away, here's Pinion. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
No contact.
They run it with safety. Right away, we've got a loose ball. And the Falcons scoop it up. They get a little extra on top of that fumble recovery as they take possession. Did not want to start like that. They get their shot to show what they can do, and they cough it up immediately, and they're off the field in one play.
Did you see what I saw there, Kate? I think I saw the excitement leave their body as somebody else was on top of that fumble. If you're the type to believe in omens, well, this is a very worrying start to this game.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Here's Robinson. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
To the air, Cousins. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Drake London with the touchdown. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got off the bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Great, set.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
First down.
Great.
First down,
and they go right back to it. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. At the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-score game. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Carter on the return. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He could get there. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. Shipley now to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. He took it all the way. Oh, baby, what a return. Touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. After watching one kick get taken back, partner. Let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Here's Carter on the return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. So they're going to begin from the 36 as he's brought down.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Play action now for Cousins. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And time runs out before they get the snap off. That's the end of one. 21-14, our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Cousins to throw once again. Hits his running back. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. Catch made. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns. It has been wash, rinse, repeat for them offensively, Brock, because, well, we all wait for this defense to find a little backbone before this becomes a runaway.
Yeah, I'm a little torn up here in this booth because you're exactly right. Offensively, this is just machine, surgical. Defensively, you're running the risk of being embarrassed here pretty quickly.
Shipley now to return. He dodged the tackle. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. He's throwing deep to the left side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Play action. Hurts has it. Completed left side to Smith. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The Falcons 3-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Eagles make it a 1-score game in the 1st half. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's Carter on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Out of the gun, Cousins. Pass is caught. That's Darnell Mooney. He's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he stops. The call to go for it from their own side backfires on him with a turnover on downs. And now some great field position.
I think we are so preconditioned when a QB sneak is called, we think it's going to be a first down, right? Well, I think they expected him to get it too. But now they got to adjust in a hurry and get their defense out there to make a stand of their own.
Buying some time right. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Well, QB put it pretty close to the sideline to begin with, and the defender, look at him, just put his little hand right out there. It just encouraged it to fall out of bounds.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He was descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. D. Alford getting there for the stop.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Oh, he missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we called them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
4th down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there.
Great, set. 180, 180.
On 4th down, Hurts escapes the pocket. He's going for it himself. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Look at that, no worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, a run with Barkley. He'll gain about 7 on this one as he gets him down into the red zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to and keep them from piling on those yards.
2nd and 3 now.
Great, set.
They go to Barkley again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Escaped, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Elliott connects there. And it's dropped back down to a 4-point game.
Hey, facing a deficit that's going to follow you into halftime in that locker room, they will welcome those 3 points and a little bit of feel-good momentum.
Here's Carter on the return. And A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. On the play fake, it's Cousins. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Cousins is going to throw again. 2nd and 10. Finds his back. It's Robinson. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. First down throw for Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Cousins throwing again. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Eagles get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Cousins pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 47.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10.
Tiger swap. Great. Set. Don't touch.
They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And this will remain a 4-point game. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own.
New set of downs for him from the 31.
Great. Set. 180. No touch.
Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. Continuing to move past the 45. The 30. Gets the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take the lead right away in half number 2. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Short pass brought in. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down. A gain of 11 on the play.
Here's Cousins now. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes the play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down. So at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Connects on the crosser. And he has this down to the 34. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
On 1st and 10, it's Cousins. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's second down.
To the air, Cousins. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. Third down coming up.
Nolan Smith on the coverage defensively.
Third and long for him here. Hauled in by Mooney, left side. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. So third and 16, no problem for them as they get the first.
Falcons, first down.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11.
Brings up second and 11.
Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long. Here he goes, third and long. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that will tie things up in the third.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Shipley now to return. He's got a lane up past the 30. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but it gets a yard out of this. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Great, set. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. No touch.
Barkley again here on second. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. Again, he's got room. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a lead just before the end of the third. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. First and 10. Here's Cousins. Throw right side. Caught by Mooney. Still going inside the 35. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut it to 1 late in the third. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
And the kick is good, and we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So after figuring out the flag, now we've reached the end of our third quarter. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great, great, great. Delta.
They give to Barkley, left side. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That's 16 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Trimmer.
Here's another carry for Barkley. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
39-yard line.
No touch. No.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry. Offense to the line fast.
2 yards on the pickup.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
73. 73.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Tackle made at the 10, 1st and goal coming up.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles in range for a game-winning score. Another snap from the 8 here in 2nd and goal.
No touch. Set.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. He rolls to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles jump in front late. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the run back to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down Atlanta.
He'll look to throw it. Cut down the field. It's Pitts. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. Robinson on the inside give. And he has enough room to gain about 4. Nose of the football inside the 1. Here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, it's Robinson. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to...
And this is caught. Oh, he gets them 2 points, and with those, they've got the lead.
46. Eagles, 45.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.
Pinion set to kick off.
Shipley now to return. Things going well so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
For the life of me, I will never understand why you give that returner another shot after he already took one to the house. You could feel it. He's brimming with confidence. He wants you to kick the ball to him. And he nearly took the second one to the house again. He now sets his team up in great field position.
Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have one left at their disposal. 4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running right, it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Setting up to pass. On the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Having 25 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
That one is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner. All right, so they like the results on the field, and they're going to decline this penalty. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to